Hello friends, my name is Amit Chaudhary and I am faculty of Arihan Junior College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Camp Pune. Today's topic is mathematical logic. In this we see logical connectives. Mathematics is an exact science. Every statement must be precise. There has to be proper reasoning in every mathematical proof. Proper reasoning involves logic. Logic related to mathematics has been developed over last 100 years or so. The axiomatic approach to logic was first pronounced by the English philosopher and mathematician George Boole. Hence, it is known as Boolean logic or mathematical logic or symbolic logic. The word logic is derived from the Greek word logos, which means reason. Thus, logic deals with the method of reasoning. Aristotle, the great philosopher and thinker, laid down the foundations of study of logic in a systematic form. The study of logic helps in increasing one's ability of systematic and logical reasoning and develop the skill of understanding validity of statements. First, we see what is statement. A statement is a declarative sentence which is either true or false, but not both simultaneously. Statements are denoted by letters like P, Q, R, dot, dot, dot. For example, first, 2 is a prime number, and second example, every rectangle is a square. Truth value of a statement. A statement is either true or false. The truth value of a true statement is denoted by T and that of a false statement is denoted by F. Example 1. Observe the following sentences. First, the sun rises in the east, and the second example is the square of a real number is negative. Here, truth value of first statement is true and the second statement is false. Open sentences. An open sentence is a sentence whose truth can vary according to same conditions which are not stated in the sentence. Example 3. Observe the following. X plus 4 equals to 8. That means here the truth value of x is 4. Logical connectives. The words or group of words such as and, or, if then, if and only if can be used to join or connect two or more simple sentences. These connecting words are called logical connectives. Observe the following sentences. First is monsoon is very good this year and the rivers are rising. Here these two sentences are combined by and. Second sentence is Sneha is fat or unhappy. Fat or unhappy, these two statements are joined by or. Compound statement. A compound statement is a statement which is formed by combining two or more simple statements with help of logical connectives. Here there are logical connectives table is there and is for conjunction or is for disjunction, not, negation, if then, conditional or implication, if and only if, biconditional or double implication. First is conjunction. If P and Q are any two statements connected by the word and, then the resulting compound statements P and Q is called the conjunction of P and Q, which is written in the symbolic form as P and Q. For example, let P is a rational number and Q is 4 plus 3i is a complex number. The conjunction of the above two statement is P and Q, that is 2 is a rational number and 4 plus 3i is a complex number. Truth table for conjunction P, Q, P and Q. If P is true, Q is true, then P and Q is also true. If P is true, Q is false, then P and Q is false. If P is false, Q is true, then P and Q is false. If P is false, Q is false, then P and Q is also false. Disjunction. If P and Q are two simple statements connected by the word or, then the resulting compound statement P or Q is called the disjunction of P and Q. which is written in the symbolic form as P or Q. For example, first is throwing a coin will get a head or a tail. Head or tail, that means here these two statements are combined by or. Similarly, in a second example, the amount should be paid by check or by demand draft. Truth table for this junction. If P is true, Q is true, then P or Q is also true. If P is true, Q is false, then P or Q is also true. If P is false, Q is true, then P or Q is true. If P is false, Q is false, then P or Q is false. Negation. The denial of an assertion contained in a statement is called its negation. The negation of a statement is generally formed by inserting the word not at some proper place in the statement or by prefixing the statement with it is not the case that, or it is false that, or it is not true that. The negation of a statement P is written as negation P in symbolic form. Truth table of negation. If P is true, then negation P is false. If P is false, then negation P is true. Conditional statement. If two simple statements P and Q are connected by the group of words if then the resulting compound statement if P then Q is called a conditional statement and is written in the symbolic form P arrow Q. For example, let P there is rain, Q the match will be cancelled. Then P implies Q is if there is rain, then the match will be cancelled. Truth table for conditional statement. In this truth table, if P is true, Q is false, then the statement is false. Otherwise, all statements are true. Biconditional or double implication. If two statements P and Q are connected by the group of words if and only if or if and only if, then the resulting compound statement P if and only if Q is called biconditional of P and Q. Is written in symbolic form as P double implies Q and read as P if and only if Q. Let P milk is white, Q the sky is blue, then P double implies Q is milk is white if and only if the sky is blue. Truth table for biconditional. If P is true, Q is true, then the statement is true. If P is true, Q is false, then the statement is false. If P is false, Q is true, then the statement is false. If P is false, Q is false, then the statement is true. That means in this, if P and Q both are same, then the statement is true, otherwise false. Thank you everyone for watching my video. Thank you.